truck update every month until the engine dies. In this video, I'm going to be talking about the maintenance I did, modifications I made, and miles I drove on my 2019 6.7 Power Stroke. I'm sure you're probably interested in that truck. It is not mine. It is a very close friend of mine, but if you would like to see a video on it, drop a comment below and maybe we'll make one. In the month of May, I had 3 maintenance items. On May 18th, I had my tires remounted and rebalanced at 261,000 miles. I wanted to flip them the other direction on the rim, so I now have the white lettering outside, and that's because with solid axle, eventually you end up getting more wear on the outside of the tire rather than on the inside. So by flipping them, you can then burn down the other side of the tire and you just get more mileage out of it, and it doesn't look like it's wearing like a slant. Part of that is because I do run a little bit more aggressive toe just to make the truck handle a little bit better. That was on the 18th. Then on May 22nd, I changed all 3 fuel filters, I rotated the tires, and I greased the front end. That was at 261,652 miles. And then on May 27th, I drained and refilled both the primary and secondary cooling systems. I do that every about 40 to 50,000 miles. I find that, you know, if you're just draining the radiator like that using the valve, you don't need to go and drain and fill the entire block and do all that. I probably will at some point, but don't need to do it if I'm staying as often, right? If I'm staying on top of the coolant drain and fill. And so that was the maintenance I did in the month of May. Those three different sessions. The coolant drain and fill was at 262,000 miles. Now, in terms of what it cost to do those things, because we're tracking costs now, I paid $220 to have the tires rebalanced and remounted. That was just, they reused the wheel weights, and I'm sure they used some others, but just charged me $220 in labor to do all 4, flipping the other direction and then balancing them out. To do all 3 fuel filters with me just doing it myself, I spent $90.04 in parts. And then to drain and fill both the primary and secondary, about 6 gallons of coolant. I just order the AMSOIL coolant when I get all my other fluids, with the exception of my oil, because I'm running Valvoline right now, but I spent $120.75 on coolant. So in total for the month of May, I spent about $430 between parts and labor to do all that stuff. Now, I didn't do any modifications to the truck, just did maintenance that month, so that was what was on the list. Did a bunch more stuff in the month of June, but that's for another video, so let's get to looking at the mileage. Okay, so the truck currently sits at 264,820 miles as of this update. So that means since my last truck update, I drove approximately 3,168 miles. So we're kind of sticking between the 2,000 to 5,000 miles about each month. And I feel like I'm averaging about 500 miles a week. Truck's running good. Excited to share some more stuff that I'm doing. Oil test is still going on. Camper sales have been really busy. Business is good. Stinks that fuel prices are high, but I mean, what are you gonna do? Just, you know, take care of your truck, try to get that good ass fuel economy. And since it would be a shame not to show them, I mean, I showed it earlier, but I kind of like the white lettering on the outside. You can see if I come in here, the inside got pretty, well, this used to be the outside. That is now on the inside. This is the outside. And there's quite a bit more tread out here. Tires are doing really well though, and still have a bit of a vibration, like I always do, between 65 and 70, but trying out the Centromatic wheel balancers. So I will talk more about that in next month's truck update. And I will also do a review on these to see if they really help kind of fix that, because even road force balancing didn't work on these things. So I'm excited to see what the Centromatic balancers do. Let me know in the comments what you're doing on your truck. It's summertime, so good time to do mods and catch up on maintenance. And again, if you would like a video on my good friend's truck here, let me know. It is a 1997 F250, has the solid axle swap. This thing has had everything done to it. It's pretty sweet. But we could do a video on that at a later date. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you being here, and we'll see you next time on Power Stroke Maintenance. Cheers.